I feel the magic in the air tonight. We're shining brighter than a neon.
Hi everyone, it's Hannah and happy Food Friday. So I haven't done a Food Friday video in a while because I've been uploading a lot of my vlogs recently because I have so many of them from my recent spring break trip. But since Easter is around the corner, I wanted to share with you guys this recipe for some super easy but really yummy little Easter basket things. I do have to mention that these aren't the healthiest. Like, you don't want to overindulge in them because they do have marshmallows and butter, but you want to make sure you do use real butter because even if you can get some low calorie margarine type thing, still real butter is just gonna be better for you than all the chemicals that they use in those types of butters. And then obviously marshmallows aren't that good for you, but by using a healthier cereal and using fruit instead of candy, this does make it a healthier option than most Easter treats. Actually, basically all Easter treats. I thought I would share these with you, and these are actually really cute treats, so they're perfect for parties or brunches or just eating the whole thing by yourself. Not at all at one time though. Remember, moderation. Moderation. Let's get started. So you're going to start out with your favorite healthy, whole grain, fiber high cereal, whatever you usually like to use. I'm actually using plain Cheerios just because these were also going to be for the rest of my family and everyone likes plain Cheerios. So I just chose that, but you can use whatever healthy cereal you want. But it shows I'm putting in 3 cups of cereal, but I found out later, as you will see, that was way too much. So you actually only need 2 cups of your cereal. And then just pour that onto a sheet of parchment paper, lay them out there, and we're just gonna leave them there while we get our ooey gooey marshmallow yumminess batter, whatever you want to call it, going. So what you'll need for that is 2 teaspoons of butter, and as I mentioned in the beginning, it's just better to use real butter than margarine or anything because the fat in real butter will be better for you than the chemicals in margarine or non-vegan, not real butter. So you're going to let that melt over medium heat and then add in 2 cups of marshmallows. And as you can see, we're basically making healthier versions of Rice Krispie treats. So yeah, I just used mini marshmallows, and you're just going to want that to melt in with the butter, again over medium heat. Here I'm just adding in my 2nd cup. And so here's about halfway through the melting process. But you ultimately want it to be like this consistency. So now we're going to head back over to our cereal area. And being very careful because the pan's still hot, you're going to take the pan of our marshmallow butter mixture and pour it over the cereal. I'm just drizzling it on there. And then as you can see, I'm sort of pushing away some of the cereal because I realized I had way too much cereal. So again, only 2 cups of cereal for this serving mixture I'm making. And so I'm just trying to coat as much Cheerios as I can using the spatula first because the marshmallows are still hot. But then I'm going to spray my hands with some non-stick cooking spray like this coconut oil one or Pam. Just putting that on my fingers so that when I get my hands in here that they won't stick to the marshmallows, then that's just a lot easier to work with the mixture. So I'm just again coating it, and now we're going to make our little nest. So basically just gather a piece of the Cheerios and butter and marshmallow and just roll it into a ball and then sort of form it into a nest. Very self-explanatory, and it's really easy to do, and you can even get little kids to do this if you're babysitting. Just make sure you handle the stove part, but this part's really fun, and the marshmallows aren't that hot either now. So as you can see, just rolling into a ball and then pushing it down the center so that it turns into a nest. Now for my favorite parts, we're going to substitute jelly beans and candy eggs with fresh fruit. So I like using raspberries and blackberries. You can also use blueberries, pieces of strawberry, or even like dark chocolate. These are dark chocolate power berries from Trader Joe's. They're basically dark covered fruit. Dark chocolate covered fruit. So yeah, I think they also sort of look like eggs, so I'm just putting them in the nest instead of using like Cadbury eggs or anything like that. I'm also adding some fruit, maybe with one in there. And yeah, once you're all done with that, you are basically finished. It is that simple, that easy, and these taste so good. So next time you're craving some Easter candy, you know, you're going through, grabbing a handful of jelly beans, you now have something else to put in your mouth that is going to love your body back way more using natural colorings, no fake candies, and it's an awesome, healthier substitute for Rice Krispie Treat eggs. No, nests. These are nests. So that is all for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next Friday or sooner.